Hi, wonderful people. This is the last Jamboard edition of the New Nation, where we go over what we've done in class and what you should have up on here. So today, being May 4th and 5th, we did equality and inequality. Prior to today, we've done the Alien and Sedition Acts and the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions and Foreign Revolution and American foreign policy. So once you're sort of done with all of that, the Jamboard is done. So the last time we met, we added some things on Alien and Sedition Acts and the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions. Remember, we did an actively learn? So you should have information from the actively learn, right? Don't just put a post-it note that says we did something on an actively learn. Like, give us information from that. So I'm going to give you some other examples of what you can have. So we did a journal on the Kentucky and Virginia resolutions. So we saw these two resources. I want to just screenshot the resource. That doesn't show me you learned anything. It just shows me you're screenshotting something. But maybe look at your answer. So I'm just going to pick one. That doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't mean it's wrong. So I'm going to take Casey's. I'm going to screenshot hers. And then I'm going to add it here. Now you can just take, you can put a line of yours into a text box. You can write a few of your things on a post-it note. But this would be one of your options. So I'm taking this. Oops. Okay, and I'm putting it here under Kentucky and Virginia resolutions. Okay, what else can we do? Oops, now I have to go back down. Okay. Then you did a homework, which was a video on the Alien and Sedition Acts. So if you need to, the video is still here. Don't just take a screenshot of the video, right? Anyone can just like, all right, press play, take a screenshot, put it up. But maybe watch a few minutes again if you need to.
Hi, everyone. This is the second.
Or hopefully you actually do remember something from it, right? And then put that on there as well. So I'm just going to put a sticky note. So to remember, okay, I need to add something here from that homework. All right, let's go back again. Of course, I'm going to have to scroll down again. Oh, no, okay. Then we did a political cartoon on the XYZ affair, right? Remember, we spent a lot of time talking about that day. So I wouldn't just screenshot the journal, the image once again, because once again, that's just showing that you know how to take a screenshot. I want to show that you actually learned something. So if you do screenshot this, what I would also do, okay, I'm just going to crop it so I don't see my face. Oh, did I close this? What happened? I have too many tabs open, people. Oh no, what happened to my Jamboard? There it is. All right, so this would be the XYZ affair. Remember, the XYZ affair was related to American foreign policy with France. So like I said, if you do take a screenshot, which is a good visual, it's a great visual, also add maybe a little text box or a post-it note where you're going to add some information on that. All right, don't just put the image. Okay, what else do we have? Then you had homework. That was a homework video, which went over the XYZ affair. So same thing. You can watch a minute or two of it. Again, maybe if you can't go back to the forum to see what the questions were. Okay. Don't just screenshot the video, please. But put something that you learned from that. Something from the XYZ affair. Don't put just like some random, sometimes, we go off on little stories. So I'm going to put a Post-it note that says homework on XYZ affair. And once again, that was dealing with our foreign relations in France. So I'm going to put that here as well. Okay. Then we move to what we've done this week. So we did a journal on John Adams and slavery, and we also did a classwork assignment which is due Thursday and Friday. So I would not just take screenshots of Adams' letters. Okay, so here in this case, I'm going to just screenshot Zach's. Now, if you're doing a screenshot and it's a pronoun, right, I would want to put on my JamBoard, this is referring to Adams. So so what I might do is I'll do a sticky note, Adams reflection on slavery. Now, remember, the journal was years after he was president when he was talking about the Missouri Compromise and the Missouri Territory being added. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a Post-it note, and then I'm going to add the image, the screenshot. Now, if you copy it and put it into a text box, you could just do this all in one shot. That may have made more sense. Right, so I'm going to make this more manageable, right? You can always, increase it when you want to actually read things. And then we have one more, which is then the classwork, right, on Adams and slavery, which is from a letter when he actually was president. Let's see, did anyone turn it in yet? Not in this class yet. It's due tomorrow, so hopefully. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put a Post-it note, classwork / homework, Adams and slavery. And that's where you had to answer one of the 3 questions. And that's from when he actually was president. Right, it wasn't. So I'm going to put this so I know I can add this as well. Now, little FYI, some of you have on these days that you can add as well, depending on if you're an A day or a B day. Oh, that's our journal. I may have closed our on this day slide. Yeah, that's for honors. Be patient. I may have to open it back up. Yeah, that's the same thing. Don't criticize me about having too many tabs open. Don't do it. All right, so let me open this real quick. Everything is slow right now. Let's do April on this day. So let's go to the last few days that we've done. Now remember, once again, whether you're an A day or a B day, it might not be the same. You could also look at your actual chart you submitted, the data organizer on this day, instead of, since you might not have these slides, right? Go to your thing. So the inauguration of George Washington, that was B days, I think. So that is definitely something you can add. That would go under Washington's new government down here. So if you're, I'm going to put that B day on this day, Washington's inauguration. Now, yours should not look like this. But what's something you learned about the inauguration? From the Bible to the events that day to the fact that he had dinner by himself that night, which we can't think of happening on inauguration day anymore. So you should have a lot for watching the new presidency. That's something you can definitely add. That would not cover this unit. Okay, so this is another B-Day event. Maryland becoming the 7th state to ratify the Constitution. And then we also learned about Luther Martin, and remember he was an anti-federalist. So you can, oops, I shouldn't have done that. You can do something to do with that. So that could be under anti-federalists. So once again, if you are a B-Day, Luther Martin. Once again, don't just put Luther Martin was an anti-federalist. Why was he an anti-federalist? What did he complain about? Right? Maybe you have that in what you wrote. Someone put, or maybe you just want to put under some something else, like about Maryland ratifying the Constitution. Okay, so. All right, so I'm going to put that with anti-federalists in case you want to expand on Luther Martin. This, for A-Days, this sort of relates to the new government, but we didn't really get into much about Jefferson's presidency, so I'd probably hold off on this one unless you have a really great connection. That's I think that might be it. I think we mentioned this already. For those of you that had, I think this was A-Days that had this, Washington's reception at Trenton, right, as he's going along to become president. You may have that in here somewhere as well. Okay, so at this point, you should have at least 2 things for almost everything. The only thing you should only have 1 for is for Hamilton Jefferson conflict and political. You may have found 2 things, but that you may only have 1. Or for Shays Rebellion, you may only have 1. Everything else you want 2. And if you have those correct numbers, you're guaranteed to at least get a 90, as long as you're not just putting post notes that say homework or just screenshots of everything. You're actually including some of the information that you learned. Okay. Remember, this information then translates over to the essential question document. You would just use these same sources, but to answer those questions. And if you have any help with this, please come to an office hour. Remember, this will be due at the end of class on both Thursday and Friday. I'll give you a few minutes in class in case you just have to do the last things. But if you're behind before this, you want to invest some time. All right. Have a great day, guys.